This video is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon
I don't
Dixon.
feel like a lot of these women are raising the kids in general.
All right, that's too.
Not to say that they're not physically raising them, if that makes sense. I feel like outside's raising a lot of people's kids.
My baby mama a question real quick. If she answers, just to see what she say. Missy Duke,
Mr. Dixon,
I got a quick question.
I might have an answer.
Do you think any of the women that you know in your life, rather it be friend, rather it be acquaintance, rather it be on the internet or any of that, do you think any of them is raising their daughters to be a wife to your son?
A wife to my son?
Yeah.
Do you mean like to our son in general, or do you mean like to a guy?
Do you think the wife that you would like for your son to have, are you seeing women raising that type of girl that you know?
Yeah, some women I know. Well, they're not people that I know, like in Cedar Rapids. But there are people that I know.
What they do is that?
What you mean where they at? Shit, volleyball practice, captain of the cheerleader team.
I'm talking about where they at, not what they doing.
What you mean where they're at?
Is they in Africa, England, America, Iowa, Japan?
Oh no, there's people, I mean, I would say there's some people in Iowa, but the people, I don't really know people though in Iowa with that I talk to, or that I really know with kids doo-doo and them's age, because a lot of them kids be fast looking all too grown.
Right.
For their own good, I be feeling but I don't feel like a lot of these women are raising the kids in general.
All right, that's too.
Not to say that they're not physically raising them, if that makes sense. I feel like outside's raising a lot of people's kids, not because the kids is outside, but the moms be I just said that the other day though, even with these 16, 15-year-olds though, it's you can't even, if they're into it with your kids, you can't even have a civilized conversation with the parents, because the parents be oh, bit, going off and stuff like that. So it's when someone was into it with Divine, and I'm you can't even talk to their parent like a regular person, because these parents be doing the same things that the kids be doing, so that's where they be getting it from. How they be on Facebook talking all type of mess.
Right.
And
so
stuff like that.
So in general, you don't see no girls being raised to be no wives.
No, but I'm not really out. I don't really talk to a lot of people. I feel like my coworkers' kids, Jamie, her kids and stuff like that. Yeah. But I think it's who I put myself around to. But I don't put myself around nobody anymore. I don't really talk to people anymore. All the people I used to talk to, their kids. When I see their kids, I'm just that's sad, because it's just history repeating itself.
So let's say 25-year-old Missy Duke, all her friends, any of them raising wives.
No, but they ain't got girls. Who's got girls that I was hanging with?
That's what I'm saying. Anybody you know. I'm talking about the people that's just your friends on Facebook, Instagram.
The people I used to hang out with aren't people that I would vibe with now. I don't vibe with them now, but when I used to go out, it's because I never really went outside, so I kind of started going outside and met all these people I wish I never really met, because they don't fit who I am as a person. But then I was getting this,
But I was keeping you in the house away from.
You was keeping me in the house.
But I was keeping you in the house from.
I said you was keeping me away from them, because I didn't know these people, so I
I knew what was going on. That's why I was telling you everything, bro. These people this is some other shit that's going on out here. Now you go out here, I can't stop you, but
No,
I'm.
but I feel like that's how it is. No, I didn't even say, because I was at like this like party, like the after party thing, and I was talking to a guy, and he was like, "I didn't know you was as smart as you are," and then I really had to sit there, like I really be dumbing myself down to basically be around certain people, because when I be trying to have conversations, it's like you're crazy, or it's like, what you even talking about, or like how do you even know about that, because of the people I would put myself around. So it's like people didn't know I'm not saying I'm the smartest person in the world, but I'm definitely far from dumb, and I definitely like to have conversations. But it's like people won't know that, because the people they see me around, it was like they was into other stuff, so it was like that was being bought from me. But then when people would actually talk to me, it's like, oh, like she cool. Like people that didn't talk to me before, that hated me or just didn't like me, it's like they're all starting to talk to me now because I don't hang around with nobody, and I'm like, that's weird. But they never got to know me. They got to know the people I was hanging out with and didn't like them, so they just assumed I was the same way, because they never thought to give me a chance to even have a conversation.
But that's what everybody. If you see a girl hanging with 20 hoes, what you think she is?
Well, I wouldn't know her.
I'm saying, if you see her hanging with 20 of them, what you gonna think? You see a dude hanging with 30 killers, what you think he is?
No, but I don't be thinking like that though, because I don't feel like just because you hang around with somebody, you're
This
the
video
same.
is for educational and entertainment use only. The views in this video do not necessarily represent the views or life of Marlon Dixon.